In this video, we're going to walk through how to modify your research study settings. To access your settings, click on this gear icon in the top right corner. Firstly, you'll look at your research plan. In here, you can define your research plan by setting clear goals and providing key details about your company. These key research objectives you would have entered when you first created the project, but you can update them as you need. You can also edit the internal project name and add any color about your company. Under Interview Details, you can change the participant-facing project name. This is the name that will be visible to participants. You'll want to make sure that this is clear and approachable. You can also update the interview description. This will explain the purpose and what participants can expect. You want to make sure that this is clear and engaging as well, as this is what participants will see when they're deciding which interviews they want to sign up for. Next, we have Interview Setup. Here, you can turn the toggle for webcam recording on or off, which will determine if you want to record participants' faces as they take the interview. You can also decide if you want screen recording. This means that they will be sharing their screen, so if you're doing any usability tests or you're recording a website or an image and you want to see what's on screen as the participants are answering or speaking, you'll want to make sure that's turned on. However, if you turn it off, this will allow participants to take the interview on both desktop and mobile, which could increase participation. However, this will not work if you need them to share their screen. You can also update the default moderator language, which typically is defaulted to English. You can change the AI interviewer name, their voice, session timeout, and response speed. The response speed adjusts how fast the AI starts speaking after a participant pauses. Next, you can adjust the access and scheduling settings. Close study to new participants can be used when you feel you've had enough participants take your study. If you want to close the study to new participants, you can turn that toggle on here. This means that no more participants will be able to take the interview. If you're on a certain deadline and you want to schedule a close date to make sure that it closes automatically after a certain date, you can adjust that here as well. If you have a certain number of participants that you want to take the interview, you can set a maximum number of participants. This means that once you hit that number of participants who have recorded the interview, it will automatically close. You can also adjust whether or not you want auto invite to be on or off. We suggest that you only do this if you're doing it through self-recruited participants and not through our external panels. What this means is if participants take the screener and they qualify for the interview, they'll automatically be invited to take the interview. This means you won't be able to review their demographic and screener information before inviting them, but it does remove the bottleneck and will increase response speeds. If you choose to auto-invite participants, you should turn this require email address on. This will ensure that they provide a valid email address, and you will be able to use this to provide participants with their incentives, especially if you're doing self-recruited. This will also allow you to send email reminders, which will send reminders to participants to complete the interview after they've received their invitation if they haven't already done so. You can also adjust the theme, which will help customize the look of your participant registration forms. So if you have a company logo or branding colors, you can change those there. You can also update the Insights experience. So you can choose which version of Insights you want to use for your project. There's the traditional Insights experience, which is the old version, which will be good for viewing past projects. The beta version enhances streamlined sharing, highlight reels, provides an updated Explorer, as well as deeper insights. And finally, you can adjust the advanced settings as well. You'll be able to change the LLM, TTS, STT, prompt selection, and agent selection.